Here we go. We're doing the 10 simple ideas for creating a sustainable photography business. We are starting on the second group, number 6. This is part 2 of a two-parter. To see the first part, I'd look for part 1 because it's like 1 and then this is number 6. Once you have a considerable amount of images, once you have created what I call a body of work, images that relate to each other from your style, from your genre, from your viewpoint, all of the things that go in to make a cohesive set of images. Once you have that, and you've got a pretty good handle moving forward, you're getting hired by photographers, etc. By photographers. No, they ain't going to hire you. You're getting hired by clients and doing some jobs, etc. Then it's time to find a good consultant, someone who really knows the business, and get a consultant review of your book. I'm not saying you get the consultant review and then follow all the information given to you on that review. Not saying that. Saying that it's a good thing to have a consultant review, especially someone who is in the business, been in the business long enough, understands what's going on with portfolios, with the business, with how things are shaping up out there. It's really, really a good thing because we get too close to the work. We bring all that baggage. Remember that big old suitcase full of crap I talked about on getting a photo critique? Yeah, we bring all that to it when it's our work. We need fresh eyes, eyes that weren't there when we made the image, eyes that had no idea how much work we put into that image, eyes that didn't have the benefit of knowing what we know now, only have the benefit of looking at the image and wondering and concluding and bringing a point of view to it of, is that image marketable? Does it work for the body of work you have? There are some wonderful consultants out there. You're going to have to look for them, but they're out there. You got to develop a strong, really strong, well-designed email campaign. Hard to do if you don't have a list. Do I recommend you getting a list, buying a list from a list agency? No, I don't. Because if you can't put together your own list, maybe you're just not that committed. Save you some trouble now, maybe later, in bankruptcy court. If you can't put together a list, you're not that committed to the business. This is the business. The business is meeting people who need photography. So put together a list. You'll have to do some hard research over at Fine Photo Clients now. And no, this is not a plug, but over at Fine, because I'm not going to link it. I think there might be a link in the bottom. I don't know. Maybe it was a plug. I don't know. But we talk about creating a system for finding clients, finding contacts, getting email addresses, getting permission to send them email, contacting them. Don't let people on the forum say, well, if you send an email to somebody who has not requested it, that's spam. Nope, sorry. You just got information from somebody who don't know what the shit they're talking about. It's not spam. It's cold calling, and it's legal. I like MailChimp. Honest to God, I like MailChimp. It's worked very well for me. But in the Google Chrome browser for Gmail, there's a thing called Fast Issue. I think it's called Fast Issue. Let me pull it up really quick. I'm sure it's called Fast Issue. This is me acting like a dip. I should have had this up. Sorry. It's called Flash Issue. Sorry, Flash Issue. And it makes a really, really great little email that you can send out. So there was a lot of dead air there, and I apologize for that. But Flash Issue is what it's called. It's only for Gmail, as far as I know. And it's the only thing I use is Gmail. MailChimp, you've got a lot of other things. Build a list. A good list of 80, 100, 150 people will keep you damn busy if they're a good contact who will eventually hire you because you have work that you have researched and know will fit in to that client's work. Oh, did you think it was gonna be easy? So sorry. Number 8, know the market you're pursuing like the back of your hand. Just know it. Is it advertising work that you're looking for? Editorial work? Do you know who's doing what? Do you know what an art buyer is? Do you know what a photo editor is? Do you know how to get a photo assignment? Whenever I see people going, I'm been contacted by a magazine and they want to talk to me about doing a photo shoot and I don't know how to bid it. There's a lot gone into that, but number one is you don't know how magazine business works. So I'm just going to leave it there. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Those that you don't, you got a lot to learn. A lot. So you got to know this market. Is it consumer work that you're doing? Is it, I mean, if you're doing portraits, is that consumer portraits for the people across the street and down the road? Or is it business portraits for corporations? Is it editorial portraits for magazines? Is it advertising portraits, which mostly are celebrities and models, etc.? It's not just portraits. You got to know the business. You got to know everything about it. Create a blog. All right. Not a blog. Not anymore. I used to say create a blog. It was really important. Now I say make sure your Instagram is your blog. Instagram is the new blog. Blog on Instagram. Don't just put pictures up there. Put some words up there too. Talk to clients. How did you solve this problem? What was the problem that had to be solved? What was the challenge that got in the way of creating this set of images? How did you solve it? That makes them feel warm and fuzzy, folks. A bunch of pretty pictures, great. But it has to talk to them, speak to them, use their language, and make sure you've got your stuff together. Instagram. Is there any other place to put your portfolio? Yes, Behance. A great place to put it. LinkedIn will accept your Behance. It will talk to Behance and put your Behance portfolio on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great place to blog as well. Creating your own blog these days, just not that big a fan of it. I'm not fond of wasting your time. You might have a blog built into your WordPress or something, and you could use it 10, 15 times a year, I guess, to talk about something specific. Maybe projects, maybe the blog platform lends itself really well to, this is that project I worked on last month, and do it as a blog entry, but design it. Hope you're using a WordPress site that lets you design a little bit, create a little bit more interest than just, scrolling pictures. And the last one is consistency across all platforms. Consistency is so important. Your logo, your colors, all that branding, blah, blah, blah. It's really, really important. But what else is important is your voice. What kind of photographer are you? What kind of personality are you? And are you consistent? Does your Instagram support your website? Does your website support your Instagram? Does your Instagram and your website support your LinkedIn? Is it cohesive? Is it a body of work? Whether it's photographs or your publication work, it's still got to all match together, mishmash together with a no understanding or relationship to each other. Not going to win. Put together cohesively, you've got a marketable product. Does it mean you're going to win? Nope. Means you have an opportunity to win. That's all we're looking for. All you can expect to get out of this business is the opportunity. You have to go farther than that to get the job. Just the name of the business. If you don't have a lot of money to spend on branding and stuff, I'll do another video on this a little bit later. But if you're an up and coming photographer and you come to me and say, really working on my portfolio, I've saved up, $2,000, I'm going to go buy a logo. I just slap you upside the head. There's not a logo on the planet for a photographer worth $2,000. You want to argue with me? You're full of crap, because there's not. Nobody's not going to hire you because of your logo. Nobody's not going to hire you because of your font choice for your website. If they are, they're too freaking stupid to work for. Really, think about it. If you don't have a lot of money, hit up Fiverr. Hit up Creative Market. Hit up Theme Forest. You can find some very good stuff there. You can find some very good designers on freelancer.com and Fiverr. You're not going to get it for $5. You're going to have to go up the scale, but you can get a pretty darn nice design, nicely designed logo package from Fiverr for $100, $125. It's going to serve you, because that other $1,900 that you saved can go into your portfolio. It can go into a piece of gear that you may need. It can go in the bank for that rainy day. Don't spend it on branding. When you get to the point your accountant says, dude, dudette, you made a lot of money, you got to spend some money, or Uncle Sam gets it, then do what you want with it. But if you're not there yet, don't be stupid with your money. Don't be stupid with anything, actually, especially your money. I'll see you next time, tomorrow, whenever I show up. Have a good one.